ring.
What concerns you about Jacobs?
Oh, his will. I've known Jacobs since his first fight. I mean, I went with Jacobs to Afghanistan. We took a tour down to Basra and to meet all the troops and everything. And so I know him, what type of character he has, the person he is. He's a very likable guy, but the will to win is what concerns me the most, being Canelo's promoter. But look, Canelo has done his job. He's done all the work. He's a competitor. I was talking to Canelo right now and telling him, that moment when you walk into the ring, I was telling him I miss it. And he was like, oh, I know what you feel because I love it. He says, I love it. I love it. Every single fight I go out, I love it. So he's a guy he's a professional. He works hard. And he's gonna get down to business. It's come fight night. I mean, both guys are gonna be. It's a clash of bulls. No, I don't see it going the distance. I mean, whether Jacobs wins or Canelo wins, I just don't see this fight going the distance, because Canelo's a big puncher, but Jacobs is a big guy and he's a big puncher as well. So I know what Jacobs has, what he brings to the table. I just don't. I think the magnitude of the event and the emotions that are running through their veins, the adrenaline. I think they're gonna carry it on through many rounds into the fight, and somebody has to land a big punch. Somebody has to go out. So I just don't think this fight will go the distance.
Oscar, en español.
Oscar,
¿Qué nos puedes decir para nuestra gente esta pelea, el significado de esta pelea para ti?
Sí, no, es sumamente importante. Yo creo que Daniel Jacobs es un gran campeón y la verdad que es una pelea peligrosa. Yo creo que pues obviamente el Canelo está bien preparado, está listo y va a ser una gran pelea.
¿Qué significa para Golden Boy, para equipo de Canelo, pelear en las fechas del 5 de mayo, del 16 de septiembre, las fiestas patrias? ¿Qué significa para ustedes?
Pues obviamente el 5 de mayo es una celebración, ¿no? La gran batalla de Puebla. Y pues la tradición que empezó Chávez, peleó varias veces Mayweather, y ahora el Canelo, es una tradición muy importante y pues estoy sumamente agradecido y me siento muy orgulloso de que como promotor pueda presentarles estos tipos de eventos.
You were the face of boxing. You started with 92 Olympics to gold. It seems like Canelo is very young, but he's been the face of the sport for many, many years.
Yeah.
Going back, what was it that turned him into the face of boxing?
Just the abilities his abilities and just the fact that he likes to fight everybody. I mean, he fights anybody and everybody, whoever's in front of in his way to his goal, to his ultimate goal, he fights. I mean, look, when he faced Mayweather, he didn't have to face Mayweather at such a young age. He was just 20. He just turned 22 years old, but that's who he is. He doesn't have to face Jacobs. He didn't have to face Triple G at that time, but he does, and that's who he is. That's what makes him great. That's what makes him, on his way to having a stellar Hall of Fame career.
Oscar, ¿qué significaría que Canelo está en camino en convertirse en el primer mexicano campeón mundial indiscutible? ¿Qué significaría lograr eso?
No, pues sería el primero, sí, es obviamente importante para el Canelo y para escribir la historia de México, para ser el primer campeón en unificar todos los campeonatos mundiales es historia. Así que para esta pelea para el Canelo es sumamente importante. Let me sit down right here, brother.
Ya las penas ya se
I'm getting
cansan,
old.
¿verdad?
Ah, damn, I'm getting old.
Imagine catchers in baseball.
Yeah.
What do you make of that split between Abel and Triple G?
The split?
Yeah, they parted ways.
Well, look, I mean, it's sad. It's sad that Triple G and Abel split, because you never want to see anything like that in any sport, especially in boxing. I mean, Abel was there right from the start. But look, I mean, money does funny things to you, and it's a little sad for Abel. But look, I think Triple G has done enough for Abel. I'm sure he appreciates Abel, and it's time for Triple G to move on, and he's looking for other ways to get better. Just like I did. I had 6 trainers in my whole career, and so I was always looking to get better. But the difference with Triple G is that he's not at the beginning of his career. He's towards the later end of his career. So I wish the both the best for both guys, and but I'm pretty sure it's
How difficult is it to transition into a new trainer from fight to fight?
It takes about 3 fights. About 3 fights to kind of like, fit into that just kind of to get that rhythm going and feel comfortable. I mean, I talk from experience. My best trainer I've ever had was Floyd Sr. And I remember the first fight, second fight. It's like I was my old self. When the first bell rang, it's like the instincts kick in. But now the third fight, fourth fight, it's like, okay, now you can see what Mayweather has been teaching me, And so it takes a while. I'm not sure how many more fights Triple G has in him, but it's going to be a little while.
Funny, Senior says you're the second after his son. The second best fighter is Oscar De La Hoya. He says you were tricky. You're right. You had you was demonstrating a punch that you had that nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
Some kind of uppercut.
Yeah, no, I believe it and I appreciate it because look, Senior at the end of my career, like he inspired me. He gave me motivation. I mean, he wouldn't let me sleep in. He would yell at me. I mean, but that's what I needed. I mean, I was already established, and he did wonders for me. So I appreciate that he says that.
Joshua versus Ruiz, he could be the first Mexican heavyweight.
I wish him all the best. I mean, look, Ruiz, he comes to fight. He comes to fight. I mean, it's going to be difficult because Anthony Joshua's like 6'7", 6'8", and he's muscular and he's built looks like a freaking goddess, And then you have Ruiz. I mean, he's a little shorter and stubby a little, but he can fight. That's the thing. He can fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Ruiz, if he can hang in there and figure him out, and kind of like, I mean, look at Tyson. So size doesn't really matter. If you take a look at Tyson, the guys he faced, Ruiz just has to have a huge heart to, when he takes that right hand from Joshua, he has to take it. He has to really tie his pants and want to fight because it's not going to be easy.
¿Puedes compartir esos comentarios de Anthony Joshua contra Andy Ruiz en español?
Sí, no, obviamente va a ser una pelea difícil para Andy Ruiz, pero una cualidad que tiene Andy Ruiz, sabe pelear, sí, la diferencia de